Good afternoon. Do you ever wonder why some workouts burn you out but don't get you the results you want? Today I'm going to show you a smarter way by spending just 1 hour that can help you shed fat that you want to lose, keep your muscle without feeling like you got to run a marathon or hang out in the gym for hours. This video, which is part of my Lose 25 Pounds in 6 Months series, or if you're motivated, lose it in 6 weeks or so. It's according to how bad you want it. I'm laying out a perfect 1 hour exercise routine, easy on the joints and big on results. I'm gonna show you this 1 hour routine, how to burn up to 500 calories. It's simple enough for anyone to follow. So let me ask you a question. Do you prefer long cardio sessions or do you prefer strength workouts? Let me know in the comments. This is a plan that I worked on and came out with, and it's something that I did when I lost my 35 pounds. Step 1, 30-minute walk. We're going to start with a 30-minute walk or bike ride, whichever one you want to do, or it could be a row machine, but we don't want to burn ourselves out. This is a nice, easy walk. You can do this in the gym. You can do it at home. That 30-minute walk or bike ride will burn about 120 to 80 calories, the average being about 150, according to your weight, your size, body size, and how hard you're working, or it kind of depends. So around 150 calories you'll burn in 30 minutes. You have just a nice, steady walk, spin on a bike, whatever you want to do, a row machine, whatever you want to do if you're at the gym or at home. So step 2, after you've done your 30-minute walk, this is what I'm going to have to explain this. We're going to do a 10 to 20 minute metabolic circuit. This metabolic circuit will burn 160 to 250 calories, again, depending on what kind of condition you're in, how much you weigh, and how many circuits you're able to do. I know we've got people here that are brand new, probably never done anything in 20, 30 years. Some people are in great shape. So, but let me go through and then I'm going to tell you how many sets and everything to do. Okay, this burns 160 to 250 calories. You're going to do 4 or 5 exercises. It's on you to pick out what you want to do, but I'm going to give you what we need to do. You need to do some type of squat, or if you're at the gym, or a leg press, one or the other. If you're at home and you're using body weight or bands or anything, you can do some type of squat, squatting against the wall, squat where you hold on to a chair, squat where you sit down into a chair and get up. We want to do some type of squat, or possibly a leg press exercise in the gym if you can't do a squat. Number 2, for our chest and shoulders and upper body, we want to do a push-up or some type of bench press. I prefer doing bench presses with dumbbells. That's what I prefer. And I do incline. I don't do many flat dumbbell presses. It's up to you. You can do push-ups. You can do a bench press. If you've got bands, you can use bands. Guys, if you're home, it's really critical, and you're doing body weight stuff, that you get you some bands. They don't cost very much. And why do you want to get them? You can do a few more things with the bands than you can do with just your body weight. Like, for instance, the next thing we want to do is something for our back. Some kind of row or pull-up. If you've got a pull-up bar, or like when I was a kid and my grandfather had a pecan tree and there was a limb I did pull-ups on. Or if you want to do it some kind of way, you need to work your back. And if you got bands, you can do rows with the band, especially the bands with the handles on them. And I got links to that in the description. The next exercise is a core exercise, something for your abs, a plank, a crunch. If you're in the gym, there's, like my gym's got 6 or 7 different types of crunch machines and different ways to work your core. But you can work your core, of course, just getting on your floor and doing basic core crunches and planks and stuff like that. The next exercise is a step up or a lunge, and I have found over the age of 60, and we got some knee problems maybe, instead of doing a lunge where you step forward, do a lunge where you step backwards and then go down. It's much, much easier on your knees. It's a reverse lunge. It's easier on your knees. Or you can just stand and do a high knee, walk in place, put your arms out, put your, at your waist, and try to lift your knees up to your hand, alternating, doing knee highs. Okay, that burns, like I say, about 160 to 250 calories. So far, you've done a 30-minute walk or bicycle ride, and you've done a 10 to 20-minute metabolic circuit, and you've done, that's about a total of 350 to 400 calories burned. Now, here's the key. I want you to do 2 circuits. Say you pick 4 exercises. You leave out the row or pull-ups for some reason. You leave that out. I would rather you leave out the core, though, to be honest with you. And so you do 4 exercises. You do an exercise. Here's the key. You do an exercise and you go straight to the next exercise. So if you're in a gym, you got to go to the gym when it's not very crowded, if you're going to do this effectively. And I used to do circuits in the gym a lot. You got to pick out, the best way is to pick out some machines or just get you some dumbbells, and you got everything right there. You can have a bench, you can do everything right there. You could do some squats, you can do your bench press, you can do some rows, everything right there. You can do lunges right there. You can even do some core work. You can finish up with the core work. But if you're new, you're going to need more than a 10 to 15 second rest. You might need a little more. You might need 20, 30 seconds of rest. And if you most likely will only do 1 second if you're brand new. But if you get to the second circuit, when you start, take about a 1 to 2 minute break, probably about a 2 minute break between the circuits. So you get through those 4 exercises, you rest for about 2 minutes, and you do them again. Now, this gets your heart rate up. So this is great for your cardio. It's great for burning fat. So how you do this depends on if you're new, or if you're advanced, or if you're in a gym or at home. If you got questions, please put them in the comments about that. Okay, let's move on to step number 3. Step number 3 is important, and most people skip it. It's a 10-minute cool down and stretch. It'll burn only about 30 to 50 calories for a total about 380 to 450. But why did I say 500? Because you will burn over 500 because of the muscle stuff you're doing. When you're doing exercises that build muscles or retain your muscles, guess what? When you do resistance exercise and you stop, your body will keep burning some calories for hours. When you just do a simple walk or ride a bike, even go for a run, your body shuts down, quits burning calories pretty quickly after that. That's why resistance training is so great for fat loss and weight loss, because you're burning calories for hours after you do it. Of course, how many hours depends on, how hard you actually worked out. Like I say, most people will skip this. But, and I stretch standing up, especially in the gym. We've got this machine that's like a U, and you get inside of it, and it's got these bars going all kind of different ways, and you can contort your body in all kind of positions stretching. And you can even stretch your legs on it. But I know most people want to get on the floor and stretch. That's fine. Do some basic slow stretches. Don't hurt yourself stretching too much. And don't lay on your back like this with your cell phone like I see people in the gym do all the time. They'll lay on that floor for 30 minutes, and they may have done 5 minutes of stretching. But this is great for recovery and working on a flexibility with the stretching. It prevents injury. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water this whole process. And when you cool down, you really want to drink plenty of water. Be honest with me. Do you normally skip stretching in a cool down? Some people stretch before they work out, but they don't do anything after they work out. So the key to this thing is we want to burn over 500 calories in that hour. And it does it. This system will do it. And if you do 2 sets of the circuit, you're definitely going to burn calories. If you're really advanced, you can take it on to 3. You could add something to it if you want to, but about 5. I have found 5 or 6 exercises is about all you can do when you're going from one to the other to the other. That's about all you can do. And when you get through with your 4 exercises and you get ready to start them again, make sure you take about a 2-minute, you may need a 2 to 5 minute break there. If you take a 5-minute break, that's fine. So in 1 hour, you burn 480 calories just through what we're doing, and then you're going to burn additional calories after the fact, after we've stopped, after you've done your recovery and drinking plenty of water, you're going to burn more calories. This builds strength. This protects your joints, and it's set up to keep your weight off. Because if you keep doing this, you want to do this 2 to 3 times a week. If you're super new, never done anything, you might only be able to do it once. You may be sore for 4 days after you do it. So you might start off with 1 day a week, and it may be a few weeks before you advance to 2. But try to do it 2 days a week. If you're advanced, try to do it 3 days a week. This strategy, this metabolic circuit, works perfectly with my walking. I walk every other day. And losing that 25 pounds becomes very realistic because of what you're doing here. You can take 1 day off where you don't walk or anything if you want to, but like on Sunday, I normally do I don't walk as many steps. I'll do a nice slow walk to kind of get myself feeling a little better, limbering up, stuff like this. So guys, if you found this helpful, hit the like, subscribe, and share this. Share it with somebody that you know needs it, or that's trying to get into shape, trying to lose some weight. Don't miss the series that I've got. This is the 3rd video in the series, and I'm gonna make a playlist, and it'll be in the description to take you to that. I've already got the 2 videos. The 1 video kind of describes the whole losing the 25 pounds in 6 months or 6 weeks or 7, whatever. And the second one is my nutrition plan, and this is the 3rd, which is the actual exercise portion you want to do every week. And I got a couple others, 2 or 3 more coming after this. And the links to those 2 previous ones will be in the description below. And also the one that talks about the nutrition plan is going to be up very next thing. You can just click up on the video. Should be up here in the top somewhere, and you can see it. So guys, this is what I did to help me lose 35 pounds. I didn't just walk. I didn't just change my diet. I got after it with the metabolic series. And one day I'll make a video. Well, this is what I did actually, but I just added some more exercise to it, but I got after it. And you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later.